Some cops show up and check out the scene, but she skids off so the plot can keep going. And now we get shitty 90s pop music in the background instead of the garage rock music from earlier. Okay, how the fuck did she manage to get herself off the meat hook with just a small scratch? Although apparently she lost enough blood to feel some of the flimsiest hammer strikes in cinema. Take that, you. She makes it back to the house as Leatherface apparently plays Tom Girl in his spare time. We catch up with McConaughey as he checks on his cell phone collection.
Why are my batteries not charged?
They said these batteries recharge automatically.
Now why couldn't we be as lucky as that deputy who lives across the street? He invented a whole new kind of screen phone thingy. Someone ought to go kill that sumbitch before he sells it to a major corporation and makes billions off of it.
They then set up reenacting the dinner scene as they once again lament how their careers can only go up from this point. They then bring in the other girl.
Oh God, what are you gonna do?
And McConaughey decides to eat her out. Yeah, that's what happens when you fight dragons long enough. Pretty soon you're gonna start thinking you're one yourself. Leatherface then takes her to another room while the lawyer lady gives McConaughey the lamest blows to the head in history. Take that, you brute. Renee grabs the gun and attempts to hold them all hostage. But McConaughey knows better as he cuts himself, showing her the bullets, while closing his shirt again to hide the obvious stitches he got in between shots.
Why don't you shut up your own self? That'd be Billy Shakespeare.
But it's late and I'm tired and the pizzas are getting cold.
And nobody asked you.
As the mayhem goes on, she tries to save her friend.
Come on, get out of here. It's okay, get out of here. No, you gotta get out.
And McConaughey plays a note for us. I could do that. Whoa!
Now let's all get naked, pull out some weed, and play the bongos.
She makes for the exit and carjacks them. But McConaughey quite literally jumps right for her and brings her back into the house. We then get another Buffalo Bill reference.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck you. I'd fuck you so.
You better be nice to me.
We get some of the more fucked up relationships between the lawyer lady and the Lincoln lawyer.
Welcome!
Oh, so it must now be the time to reenact the dinner scene.
Did you have to go?
Oh, I guess the song in the background must have said the secret word. The lawyer lady then gives the same Freudian excuse for not leaving this place that kept Anakin in Tatooine.
You're not. Listen, I just can't. See, he put this little thing in my head, and all he has to do is push one little button, and it blow you up. Boom!
I think that's the worst plot device ever shoved into a movie for convenience.
Touch me! If you're gonna kill me, then do it. It's bullshit. Nobody believes any of it. It's fucking pathetic.
And just like that, he decides to kill it to the quoting gunman and sets her friend aflame.
Here we go!
Again, thinking he's a dragon for some reason.
Now, why'd you have to do that? You know I can never get that smell out of my clothes.
The authorities finally make it to the compound.
the hell do you want?
These people are crazy. Please, come on, let's go.
And they pretty much show they're just as corrupt as the Sawyers.
No, come on. No.
I would say this was stinging commentary, but unfortunately so far, this movie seems to be nothing more than a stale imitation.
You are here for one reason, and one reason only. I want these people to know the meaning of horror. Is that clear?
Are we clear?
Crystal.
McConaughey then shows he might have drank some milk off screen as he starts malfunctioning. I guess McConaughey really is a robot. She manages to escape, but Tom Girl Leatherface goes on the move. As it spontaneously turns to morning as we see this old couple who we never saw before, meaning it's now time to rehash the cargo truck driver showing up at literally the last minute in the original.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Okay, start smooching movie. What the hell is this?
So is there a credit that says guy at the end?
Stop, don't stop.
She jumps aboard and they get mowed down by the Sawyer's truck, but a jet comes along and just barely scratches, which somehow defeats them. She then hitches a ride with the pervy authorities, and of course, Tom Girl Leatherface has to rehash the final shot of the original. After reciting some pseudo-intellectualism that stops the film dead in its tracks, ruining even the slightest chance of leaving the theater on edge, we cut to a hospital where we pan through a shot of a mysterious woman which may or may not be set up for a sequel, which may or may not come to be. Oh, and we have to cut back to Leatherface for no reason. Too late, movie, you already killed what little momentum you had already. So that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. Yeah, can you see why she'd fall for Tom Cruise in a later role after dealing with this bullshit? This film is clearly the worst of what the franchise has to offer. It does nothing original with its concept, and what new ideas it does provide are so illogical, it makes you wonder why they even put it there in the first place. The only things this movie seems to have going for it are featuring a pre-famed Renee Zellweger and Matt McConaughey hamming it up as much as he can. Not to mention the actor portraying Leatherface, who manages to humanize the monster following in the footsteps of his predecessors, which is all the more shame that he never went on to do anything else before his sudden death, making this film a complete waste of good talent. Yeah, probably not the best way to start off the new year, but at least we can now say the 3D movie can't possibly be any worse than this.
Welcome to Texas, mother...
Texas Chainsaw.
I stand by what I said. Anyway, you all come back now, you hear?
It was supposed to be a spiritual experience. I can't tell you how disappointed I am.
Those damn slanderous trolls! Damn them all to hell.
Here we go!
Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh.